Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching my video. In this video I'm going to do Adventurers Assemble, an original Booktube tag. This tag was created by John at Disquieting Dragons LH3ZM. I'm just going to repeat what John said. In this video I'm at Shugborough Estate in Staffordshire to answer the prompts to a Booktube tag I've created. The Adventurers Assemble tag. Tag where you choose fictional characters that you would like to go on a quest with. You can choose as many adventurers as you like. There are 6 prompts to this tag. The first prompt is Nom Nom Nom. Choose a companion or adventurers that will ensure you eat well on your quest. The first I'm going to choose is Miles from Funny Story. He's good at preparing tasty meals and good at baking delicious desserts. He's good at finding the best vegetables, fruit, cheeses, etc. He knows the best places to get the ingredients for the food. The second is Mark Watney from The Martian. He wouldn't necessarily be able to prepare delicious meals, but he's really good at finding ingredients that are nutritious enough and can really stretch the food as much as necessary. He's able to create nutritious meals when there aren't very many ingredients available. Finally, I'm going to choose Michelle Zahner and her mother in Crying in H Mart. This was a memoir, so they're actually real people. Michelle's mother's love language was the meals she prepared for Michelle. And after her mother died, Michelle wanted to learn how to cook like her mother, to both remember and honor her mother. They would prepare Korean meals, so I would have to be more adventurous than I normally am with food, but I'm sure they would prepare some delicious, nutritious meals. The second prompt is, I know this one, choose a companion or adventurers to help you in a pub tavern quiz. First I would choose is Mr. Spock from Star Trek, the original series. His mind is practically like a computer, so he would probably be able to answer all the quizzes. He would need a good reason to do them because he doesn't do frivolous things, so there would need to be a reason acceptable to him to do the quiz. The second person I choose is Lestat from the Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice. He's lived for centuries. There was a period of time where he spent several decades just reading books, so he knows a lot. He's up on pop culture. Like Spock, he would need a good reason to do the quiz. Third person I would choose is Hercule Poirot from the Hercule Poirot series by Agatha Christie. As a longtime successful detective, he knows a lot about a lot of things. Just ask him, he'll be sure to tell you. You may need to appeal to his vanity to get him to do the quiz. And the final person I'm going to choose is Inigo Banerjee. This is another real person. He's one of the co-authors of The Biggest Number in the World, A Journey to the Edge of Mathematics by David Darling and Inigo Banerjee. He was a math prodigy. He's probably a genius. I figured he'd probably be good at answering the quiz questions. I think smart people in general know a lot of things. They're really good at trivia. The only risk with really smart people is if they get bored if it's not challenging enough. The third prompt is keep it secret, keep it safe. Choose a companion or adventurers that will stay loyal and trustworthy until the very end. The first two I'm going to choose is Bess and George from the Nancy Drew Diary series. They would never betray a confidence from Nancy. The second I'm going to choose is Captain Hastings and Miss Lemon from the Hercule Poirot series by Agatha Christie. They're very loyal to Poirot. They would never betray a secret. Sometimes Poirot maybe doesn't deserve the loyalty. He doesn't always treat them always that great, especially Hastings, but they remain forever loyal to him. The final pair I'm going to include in this answer are Mr. Spock and Dr. McCoy from Star Trek, the original series. They're totally loyal to Captain Kirk and to one another. They would never betray a confidence. You could always count on them. The fourth prompt is Got Your Back. Choose a companion or adventurers that will help you out in a fight. I'm once again going to go with Mr. Spock from the original Star Trek series for my first answer. He's really strong. He knows how to handle himself. The second person I'm going to choose is Viv from Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. Viv is an orc and she's a former mercenary, so she can definitely handle herself. She's definitely someone you would want on your side. The third person I'm going to choose is Edward from the Twilight series. He's a vampire. He's super strong. He can definitely handle himself in a fight and is also super fast. And the fourth person I'm going to choose is Rhesus from This Poison Heart by Kaylin Byron. Rhesus can manipulate plants, and although in the book she doesn't know the full extent of her powers, there's some examples that she would be great to have on her side because she can use the control of plants to, let's just say, have serious consequences for any opponent if she chooses. The fifth person I'm going to select is Buffy Summers from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer series. Let me just say too, it was first a 7-season TV series, but there was tons of books released, novelizations, and original books from the series. So she's definitely a book character. She was the chosen one. She killed lots of creatures in the TV series and the book. She would definitely be a great person to have on your side. The fifth prompt is Man's Best Friend. Choose a companion or adventurers that are not human. For this one, I'm going to say up front, I'm not going to choose any creatures that are close to human, like vampires, shifters, fae, other creatures of that nature. I'm not going to choose humanoid creatures. The first one I'm choosing is Marshmallow from Mimi Lee Cracks a Code, a Sassy Cat Mystery. Marshmallow is an intelligent telepathic cat. He can understand human speech and he can project his thoughts into Mimi Lee's mind. He helped her solve the mystery in the book. And another benefit is because he's a cat, he could get into places I couldn't, and because he could understand human speech and also projects his thoughts into my brain, he might be able to get me out of sticky situations. And the second animal I'm going to choose for this prompt is Nana and the Traveling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arakawa with Philip Gabriel translator. Nana is a empathetic cat who can understand human speech, and she can talk to other cats and she can talk to dogs. Humans don't know that she can understand her. Her owner and other humans don't know that she understands her speech, and she can't talk to them as Marshmallow can in my previous answer. He traveled all over Japan with his owner Satoru, so he is used to traveling. He would just be a good companion to have with me on my travels. And the third animal I'm going to answer this prompt with is Flounder and the Little Mermaid Against the Tide by J. Ellie. For this prompt to work, it assumes I'm able to somehow breathe underwater and travel underwater. But Flounder was a very timid fish who got past his fears and helped Ariel a lot. He was a great sidekick to her, a good companion. Somewhat, I was going to say someone, but a good fish to have on her side. And he would be good on my side too if, as I said, it could somehow travel underwater. Please take a look at John's channel. He has a great Booktube channel. His favorite genre is horror, but he also reads fantasy, also reads sci-fi, and he reads other genres too. He films a lot of his videos out in the English countryside, which makes for some nice scenery. And he also talks a little bit about music and movies he goes to and anything else that might be going on his life. So please give him a look. The sixth prompt is tag some other booktubers. So I'm going to tag several for this one. I'm going to tag Pat at Book Chat with Pat 8668, Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading, Nix at Nix Reads, Smitty at Book Smitten, Kayla V at Reading with Kayla V, Heather at Heather Reads, Suey at Suey's Book Banter, Milena at Milena Milano 8833, Nigel at Reading Ideas, _UZ 9SK, Justin at Triumphal Reads, and Fred at Read by Fred. And I'm also going to tag anyone who is watching this video. If you watch this video and it looks like something you might be interested in answering, whether in a video of your own or whether some or all the prompts in my comments, please do so. And as always, me tagging somebody doesn't mean to have an expectation you're going to do that. I did find this tag interesting. It made me think a little bit, as these tags generally do. So this was an enjoyable tag. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos. I hope you're having a wonderful reading week, and I hope you're having a wonderful week in general.